Here's the deeply disturbing display I recently witnessed at Target. Immediately, as you walk into the entrance of the store, you're bombarded by the pride of the LGBTQIA+. Honestly, after Target's past promotion of homosexuality and transgender themes, I was already not going to Target unless someone had invited me, but this recent trip made me perfectly content with never again shopping at a Target. However, due to the fact that I enjoy shopping with my wife, I will likely still go to Target with her in the future, but other than those very special occasions with my wife, I never plan to give Target any additional business. If you can't read that individual's shirt, the mannequin's shirt in the middle of this picture, it says, "Trans people will always exist." And I think normalizing something so outrageous will most assuredly send our culture into a time of complete moral insanity. There's another mannequin there with the shirt saying, "Bien proud." During my research, I discovered that this is apparently a clothing collection promoted by Target, and it supports the LGBTQIA+ people. And moving on to these next three shirts, they all seem to have a main theme of promoting a method of identity that has for years had negative connotations. In their own self-described term, the identity of queer has seemed to be gaining popularity in today's LGBTQIA+ community. And it says on one of these shirts, it says queers take care of each other. And I don't think it should just be queers that are taking care of each other. I hope that we as Christians can take something from this and apply it to our own lives and continue to take care of each other as well. And that doesn't include just taking care of other Christians. I think we should be taking care of the queers in our lives, as this shirt says. These people within the LGBTQIA+ community are acting in obviously a sinful manner, but we must continue to love these people and reach out to them just as Jesus did during his ministry. Our Creator will ultimately judge each and every one of us at the end of this life. And I believe it's our job to love them and point them back towards the truth and of what they're doing wrong. Whether they reject the homosexual transgender lifestyle or not is not up to us. It's up to them. And they will have to answer to our Maker for what they decide, just the same as I will have to answer for every single wrong thing that I've done. I'm not trying to judge these people at all. This next shirt says, "Live, laugh, lesbian." I think that is fairly self-explanatory, but I'm just not sure how much living or laughing I could do if I identified as a lesbian. Once again, here, this shirt needs no explanation. Simply a girl who is said to be busy thinking about girls, busy in the collapse of our culture. This tag here says, "Pride Kid t-shirt." That word kid really hit home for me. I think it's just so grieving for me because I don't think we should be encouraging children to be an ally of the LGBTQIA+ at all. If they decide when they're an adult to unravel the order of creation and join the insanity of the homosexual, the transgender and queer world that exists today, I won't be able to stop them. The key word here is an adult. All humans in the United States under the age of 21 are not legally allowed to buy alcohol or tobacco. But there are a few people in this country who have opened the doors for their prepubescent children to undergo a permanent life-altering sex reassignment surgery, or as they now call it, gender confirmation surgery. But I want to be clear, as a follower of Christ, I can never compromise my beliefs and be an ally of the LGBTQ community. I can come alongside these people, love them, and treat them as my own family, but as far as approving their LGBTQ behavior, I cannot do that. Here, this gender euphoria candle states, quote, "Find joy in the true you," end quote. And I think I must say I agree with finding joy in the true you, but There are many trained therapists who will be happy to help someone find joy in their biological sex and gender identity. And it's my view that so many individuals today are only joining the craziness of the LGBTQIA+ because they haven't figured out who they truly are. Here, this English 101 candle says, quote, "We all have pronouns. Respect them," end quote. There is so much to be said about this candle's label, but I'll just say that I plan on using pronouns of one's biological sex to respect them. There may be times when I don't know if a person was born a man or a woman, and for those times when I'm unsure, I'll just make my best judgment, and I may very well simply revert to not even using gender-specific terms at all. Also, here we have a picture of some plates, cups, and all sorts of LGBTQIA+ propaganda from Target for your next queer party. Please be sure to invite me. I'm not joking about that. Be sure to invite me to your next queer party. I'd like to come. And while you're thinking of inviting me to your next pro-LGBTQIA+ get-together, I thought I should share this information that my doctor's office recently requested upon the submission of my appointment confirmation. Legal sex, gender identity, sex assigned at birth, sexual orientation, marital status, and religion were all options as I requested to schedule a simple annual physical exam. Many pieces of information our ancestors never even considered, much less thought their descendants would one day be asked to provide for a simple doctor's visit. Once again, we see here the fast-moving agenda of the left degrading so quickly that many of us, even people who would identify as liberals, cannot even keep up with what is happening. So in case you still wondered, unfortunately, with the immorality associated with the LGBT, I must claim to be an enemy of the LGBT+ lifestyle. And I have kept my biological sex the same as my gender identity, making me a heterosexual male who aims to follow Christ's teachings to the best of my ability.